Hello, welcome back sa Personal Administration natin, and we are now in our lesson 14. Ayan. So, week 14 na tayo, and I'm still your instructor, Carmina Dongkayan. Okay? Our lesson for this week is all about the pay structure development. So, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to define wages and salaries. Number 2, explain pay structure in employees and employer point of view. And number 3, construct pay bonuses available in an organization. So before we start, please have your modules with you and go along with our discussion. Okay? Let's start our discussion. So, pay structure development. Ayan, once employee have done their job and been appraised, ayan, they expect to be paid. Ayan, each employee's pay should make sense in terms of the company's overall pay plan. Ayan, ayan, how to establish a pay plan and how to price the job in your firm, developing pay plan. So, why and how organizations attach pay policies to the job. So, after mong nagawa yung trabaho mo, na-appraise ka, so ano ba yung magkano ba yung bayad sa'yo? Okay? So, by the way, what is pay? Ayan. So, sa employer's point of view, ayan, number 1, a powerful tool for achieving organization strategic goals. Ayan, syempre naman, to motivate the employee para magtrabaho. Ayan, para magtrabaho in order to attain the goals of the organization or the strategic goals of the organization. Ayan, siyempre isang tool yan para makamit ng isang organization yung goals nila, di ba? Ma-encourage nila yung mga empleyado na magtrabaho, na gawin yung trabaho nila kasi may pambabayad naman sila, di ba? Binabayaran sila, I mean. Okay, number 2, large impact on employee behavior and attitude. Siyempre, di ba, kapag malaki yung sahod mo, ayan, siyempre, ginagalingan mo, di ba? Ginagalingan mo yung trabaho mo, nag-excel ka sa trabaho mo, di ba? Okay? And number 3, powerful tool for retain current employee. Siyempre, kung maliit yung pasahod mo, then siyempre, then most likely, ayan, your employees are resigning, diba? Nagre-resign yung mga empleyado mo. Pero kung yung salary mo sa kanila or yung bayad mo sa kanila is competitive naman, ayan, nare-retain mo sila, diba? Diyan sila nagtatagal, ayan, because of that yung bayad sa kanila, okay? And number 4, significant organizational cost requires for acquiring the human resource for running operations. Ayan. So, yan yung meaning sa employer's point of view. Paano naman pag employee point of view naman tayo? Employee's point of view. Okay? Number 1, we have having good salary for your job satisfaction. Ayan. Mas nasa-satisfy sila sa trabaho nila kasi maganda yung pasahod. Okay? And number 2, wages, salaries, and other earning affect their overall income and standard of living. Ayan. Siyempre, naapektuhan din yung nakadepende sa kung magkano yung sasahurin nila dun sa standard of living nila, di ba? Okay, number 3, fairness in pay distribution. Okay, syempre, alangan naman na mas malaki yung sahod mo sa co-employees mo, parehas naman kayo ng trabaho. Syempre, kailangan pantay yung pag-distribute nila ng sahod. Okay, pay is assigned status and success. Ayan, syempre, kung may binabayaran ka, may sahod ka, di ba? Ito sa sign of success. Siyempre, may gagamitin ka. So, number 5, other bonuses and incentive for the encouragement of their work. Ayan, dito sila na-motivate, di ba? Work with honesty and remain loyal. Siyempre, kung binabayaran mo sila ng maayos, di ba, nagiging yung honesty nila is na nagiging mo, and of course yung loyalty nila sa company mo. Okay, that is the employee's point of view about what is pay. So pay decision can be broken into two areas. So ano naman yun? So we have here the relative, number one, pay structure. So ano ang ibig sabihin ng pay structure? Wait lang. Okay. So pay structure, the relative pay of different jobs. Ayan yung iba-iba yung pasahod nila sa iba't ibang posisyon and how much they are paid. Ayan, yung pay level. Okay, sa pay level naman, the average pay including wages and salaries, bonuses of job in an organization. Okay? So, may example dito sa sa module ninyo. Ayan, basahin natin. Consider the same two jobs in two different organizations. So, in organization 1, job A and B are paid an annual average compensation of 140,000 and 160,000 respectively. So sa organization 2, the pay rates are 145,000 and 155,000 respectively. So organization 1 and 2 have the same pay level. Ayan, yung pay level nila is 150,000, but the job structure, relative rates of pay differ yung structure nila. So both pay level and job structure are characteristics of organization and reflect decision about jobs rather than about individual employees. Okay, hindi pala 150 yan. So 250 yung pay level nila, 250,000, pero yung pay structure nila is magkaiba dun sa between the organization 1 and 2. Okay? Ayan, yung average pala yan. Yung average is 150. Okay? And magkaiba lang yung job structure. Okay, so that is the example of pay structure and the pay level. So why the focus on jobs is developing a pay structure? So paano ba yan? So number one, number of employees in an organization increases. Ayan, syempre hindi naman yan na kapag marami lumalago yung isang negosyo, diba, nag-i-increase din yung number of employees nila, diba, sa isang organization. And next, take many decision in determining compensation, diba? Siyempre, hindi naman basta-basta gumagawa ng compensation para sa isang position, diba? So, employees must be required a rate of pay that is acceptable in terms of, ayan, external and internal and individual equity, in terms of employer's cost. Ayan. Siyempre, yung rate of pay, kailangan acceptable. Naka-minimum siya or maximum. May minimum wage na binibigay ng DOLE, di ba? So, each employee are unique and thus require some degree of individualized treatment. Siyempre, kapag graduate siya ng accountant, she is a CPA and you are a graduate of business administration. Tapos parehas lang kayo ng parehas lang kayo ng sahod, ano na lang yung ano naman, what's the difference, di ba? So syempre mas malaki yung sahod ng isa ng CPA, di ba? So, standardizing the treatment of similar employees, ayan, those with similar jobs, yung mga pare-pareho pa lang yung trabaho nila, di ba? So, pare-parehas din yung pasahod nila. Can help greatly to make compensation administration and decision-making more manageable and more equitable. So, what is the difference between the wages and salary? So, when we say wages kasi, ayan, ito yung mga paid to the blue-collar employees. So, when we say blue-collar, ito yung mga nagtatrabaho sa mga constructions. Ayan, yung mga arawan, yung pasahod nila. Paid weekly or monthly. So, paid to jobs which can be measured in terms of money's worth. So, ang mga blue-collar worker is stereotypical refers to workers who engage in hard manual labor. Sabi ko nga kanina, yung mga nagtatrabaho sa mga constructions, ayan, typically agriculture, manufacturing, ayan, sa mga farms, ayan, sa mga manufacturing company, construction, mining, and maintenance. So, those are the blue-collar employees which ang nare-receive nila is wages kasi per weekly sila sumasahod, okay? And of course, we have here the salaries. Ayan, ito yung paid to white-collar employees. So, ano ba yung mga white-collar employees? O, yung mga ganito, mga teachers, nagtatrabaho sa mga offices, di ba? Okay, yung mga paid to white-collar employee, paid in monthly basis or paid in 15-30 basis. Quincenas katapusan, ayan, paid to employees whose contribution cannot be measured easily. So, white-collar workers are suit and tie workers, ayan, mga nagtatrabaho sa opisina, who work at a desk and stereotypically skew physical labor, okay? So, that is the difference between the wages and salary. So, kapag wages, sila yung mga blue-collar employees. Kapag salary, sila yung mga white-collar empleyado, okay? So, ito yung mga differences nila. Now, let's go to the key elements of salary system. Ano ba yung mga key elements nila? Employee salaries are part of the earliest stage in business development. So, before creating a formal business plan, prospective business owners calculate salaries in the operational expenses. Ayan, business planning. Paano ka ba magpaplano sa business mo? So, it involves employee salaries, syempre, kung magkano ba yung iaalat mo na pera para sa mga empleyado mo, pampasweldo mo sa mga empleyado mo. Okay? Workforce. Key elements within the salary system are workforce, skills, and qualifications. Ayan, employers construct job descriptions for each position and assign value to those jobs through an evaluation process. Ayan, workforce. Ayan yung workforce mo, yung mga employees mo. Diba? If they are meeting the skills and qualifications regarding the jobs. Ayan, job descriptions. Okay? So, yan yung key elements sa salary system natin. The business planning and, of course, the workforce. Okay? And, what are the incentives at work? So, ano ba yung mga incentive ano ba yung mga incentives sa work natin? Okay, an incentive is an object o yan, item or value or desired action or event that spurs an employee to do more of whatever was encouraged by the employer through the chosen incentives. Ano ba yung mga incentives na binibigay ng mga employers natin? How do employers use incentives to motivate us? Ayan. Ayan, there are nasa module ninyo, there are 4 kinds of incentives are available for employees to use at work. So, number 1, compensation incentives. Ayan, compensation may include items such as raises, itaas nila yung sahod mo, bonuses, profit sharing, signing bonus, and stock options. Yun yung tinatawag nating compensation incentives. And we have also the recognition incentives, includes yung actions such as thanking, syempre kapag nire-recognize ka nila, kanila, nagpapasalamat sila, di ba? Pinipraise kanila, ina-appraise kanila, ina-appraise nila yung performance mo. Presenting employees with a certificate, ayan, binibigyan kanila ng certificate of achievement, announcing an accomplishment at the company meeting, ayan, ina-announce nila. So, therefore, nagkakaroon ng recognition incentives. Okay, sa rewards incentives naman, it includes items. Ayan, mayroon kang matatanggap na gifts. Ayan, monetary rewards, service awards, and items such as gift certificates. Ayan, an additional examples in employee referral awards that some companies use to encourage employees to refer job candidates. Ayan, so that is all about the rewards incentives. Binibigyan kanila ng gifts pag syempre nagandahan sila or natuwa sila sa trabaho mo, sa output mo, di ba? Binibigyan kanila ng dagdag sahod, binibigyan kanila ng monetary rewards, okay? And of course, lastly, yung appreciation incentive. So, how it is done, no? Ina-appreciate ka. The same as recognition ba to? So, kapag appreciation incentives naman, it includes such happenings as company parties and celebrations, ayan, company paid family activities, ayan, syempre may celebration sila. Let's say, for example, yung ginagawa namin dito sa CAC, di ba, natapos namin yung task namin within the week, wala kaming backlog sa susunod na linggo, and then, ayan, by way of appreciation ni Ma'am GOG, pinapamerienda niya kami. Ayan, ng pansit, di ba? So, that is an example of appreciation incentives. Ayan, and of course, ang example pa dyan is yung family activity events. Ayan, na syempre, ini-sponsoran nila yan. Ice cream social, birthday celebrations, ayan. Also, kinakakandak din kami dito ng birthday celebration. Kung may magpo-birthday, di ba, magpapakain si Ma'am GOG. So, yun yung way of appreciation nila sa amin, sa work namin. That is an example of appreciation incentives. Sporting events, ayan, paid group lunches and sponsored sports teams, okay? So, those are the 4 kinds of incentives. We have compensation incentives, recognition incentives, reward incentives, and appreciation incentives. Okay? Now, let's go to how do employers use incentives. Ayan. So, they are used for reasons such as, so number 1, increase productivity. So, kapag, syempre, kung ikaw ba naman yung binigyan ng incentives, hindi ka ba naman magiging productive, di ba? Syempre, may increase yan, mabubus yan yung energy mo to increase your productivity or to be productive, okay? And retain employees. Syempre, kapag may incentives ka, iba pa yung salary mo, iba pa yung incentives na nakukuha mo, di ba? Na most likely nagre-retain yung mga empleyado na yan, di ba? Ang pinaka-rason naman kung bakit umaalis yung mga empleyado, mababa yung sahod, di ba? And then, may nakitang greener pasture, ayan. And then, of course, satisfied sila sa trabaho, okay? Most likely, ayan, nagre-retain talaga yung mga empleyado. Masaya sila sa ginagawa nila, ayan. So, and next is attract and recruit great employees. Siyempre, kapag mas maganda yung incentives mo, maganda yung pasahod mo, nakaka-attract ka ng mga most qualified applicants or recruit great employees na magiging asset mo dun sa organization mo or sa company mo, di ba? Next is reward high achievers. Ayan, nire-reward yung mga nag-excel sa trabaho, yung mga nagpo-perform ng task nila, di ba? Thank employees for reaching and exceeding goals. Ayan, nag-exceed sila sa goals ng isang company. Ina-exceed nila yung objectives nila within a month, within a week, di ba? So, that is the purpose of the incentives and encourage teamwork, of course. So, nag-encourage din sila ng teamwork. And lastly, we have a bonus. So, what is a bonus? Okay? A bonus is a financial compensation that is above and beyond the normal payment expectations of its recipient. So bonuses may be awarded to both entry-level employees and to the senior level executives. Bonuses may be dangled as incentives to prospective employees and can also be distributed to company shareholders. Okay? So, ayan, bonus. Natatanggap mo, may incentives ka na dahil pwedeng incentives kasi yan, no? Yung bonus mo, di ba? Instead of bonus, binibigyan ka ng incentives. And instead of incentives, may bonus ka, di ba? So, the normal payment expectations, okay? Beyond the normal payment expectations. Wow, may bonus pa sila, di ba? So, that is all about the bonus. Ayan, and ayan, kapag, syempre, kung may estudyante, di ba, kapag 1 to 50, 2 items yung naibigay ng teacher ninyo na sasagutan ninyo, and then, sige, 115 hanggang 50 items na lang yung i-consider natin. Pero 52 items, may bonus kayong dalawa, di ba? So, that is a bonus. Okay, and I will just play a video kung para maintindihan natin kung ano yung bonus na sinasabi dito, okay?
A bonus payment is usually made to employees in addition to their base salary as part of their wages or salary. While the base salary usually is a fixed amount per month, bonus payments more often than not vary depending on known criteria, such as the annual turnover, or the net number of additional customers acquired, or the current value of the stock of a public company. Thus, bonus payments can act as incentives for managers, attracting their attention and their personal interest towards what is seen as gainful for their company's economic success. They are widely used elements of pay for performance and working well in many instances, including when a fair share of an employee's participation in the success of a company is desired. There are, however, problematic instances, most notably when bonus payments are high. When they are tied to possibly short-lived figures such as an increase in monthly turnover, or cash flow generated from an isolated marketing action, such figures often do not reflect a solid, reliable win for a company, and they certainly do not reflect the manager's lasting efforts to the company's best. Australian retail entrepreneur Gerry Harvey, while supporting bonuses for long-term company performance, has said that too many bonuses are focused on the short term. Just because you had a good year this year, I'll give you a $5 million, $10 million bonus. I think that's stupid. Bonuses are prone to being adjusted or even manipulated to the benefit of those employees who are responsible for reporting them, while they are already planning their leave with a golden handshake. Setting up good employment contracts may be a means to avoid that, at least to some extent, but this is rare in reality. In 2016, the management of Woodford Investment Management ended discretionary bonuses. The decision was made because they concluded that the bonuses were largely ineffective in influencing the right behaviors, and that there is little correlation between bonus and performance, and this is backed by widespread academic evidence. Also in 2016, the Australian Council of Superannuation Investors conducted a study of executive pay and concluded bonuses may have become fixed pay, dressed up. They found that despite decreased Australian company earnings in 2015, 93 bosses of the top 100 companies got a bonus, with the median being $1.2 million, the highest since 2007, just before the GFC. The inverse of a bonus payment, that is when base salaries shrink on poor performance, this is called a malus.
Okay, let's go to your requirements. So, ang requirements niyo sa lesson 14 for personal administration is, ayan, answer the following questions. Write your answer on one side of your yellow pad paper. Ayan, number 1, when are you going to give incentives and bonuses? Explain your answer in, ayan, 50 words. In 10 sentences. Okay. Number 2, what are the basis for making salary structure? 5 points. What is the difference between blue collar jobs and white collar jobs? Cite examples. Okay, 5 points. So, these are your requirements for lesson 14. So, if you have any questions regarding the lessons and the requirements, pag-message lang kayo sa messenger ko. Okay? So, this ends our lesson, video lecture, and have a good day.